And Bill, in Medfield, Massachusetts, it's Bill on the Republican line. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah. So here's the story. The Democrats had the Supreme Court for 60 or 70 years, and everything went their way, and everything was fine and dandy as long as it was liberalism. Now it's only been, 4 or 5, 6 years that it's Republican, so we're wild and crazy about, oh, boy, the ethics are so bad, yet we got the biggest crook in the history of the United States who took $20+ million. He showered with his daughter. He raped a girl, Tara Reid. And we're talking about the Supreme Court. Hey, let's get this Civil War going. Democrats suck. Bye-bye.
Well, 40% of Americans, according to one poll, they believe a civil war is likely within the next 10 years. Put it up. And there's much more. More than 2/5 of Americans believe civil war is at least somewhat likely in the next 10 years, according to a new survey. A figure that increases to more than half among self-identified strong Republicans. Among all US citizens, 43% said civil war was at least somewhat likely. Among strong Democrats and independents, that figure was 40%. But among strong Republicans, 54% said civil war was at least somewhat likely. Well, here are some people that agree. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene put it up. She says, well, we need a national divorce. We need to separate by red states and blue states and shrink the federal government. Everyone I talk to says this, from the sick and disgusting woke culture issues shoved down our throats to the Democrats' torturous America Last policies. We are done. And her master, Donald Trump, her cult leader. If the Democrats are successful in removing the president from office, which will never be, it will cause a civil war like fracture in this nation from which our country would never heal. That was Trump retweeting Pastor Robert Jeffress. And there's much more. Please understand, these folks are not playing. What happened on the Capitol was a terrorist attack, but it was also a battle, in a sense, against the United States government. Keep in mind, not one police officer who worked for the federal government shot a weapon during that time. The one that did, well, you see what happened to him. But all of those individuals inside of that Capitol making cops run from them. You seen the video? If that mob attacks again, which by the way, many of those cops who were there said it's likely, they think it may happen again. Do you think the federal government is ready? Because it sounds like, according to Trump and others, they're not going to stop until they get their war. All right, Sharon, thoughts?
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening right now, Doc. But I want to go back to the C-SPAN caller. I believe you identified, or they did, as Bill. Mm-hmm. There are these voice changing apps that are so good. Yeah. That was not, I believe it's one or two people who was on the line there, the cadence, what was said. It's either a guy who frequented the Oval Office for a time, okay? And is probably in less than 24 hours gonna be federally indicted again, or could be an ex-cable news host who enjoyed a good loofah, okay? Paid out record settlements. It sounded like one of the two.
You know what was wild is that my money's on the first one.
Yeah, me too.
Right, all right. Mm-hmm.